Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to 52 weeks of memories, and who can believe it, we're already up to week 5, so it's just flying past, isn't it? So right, I've chosen this page today, a double spread. I'm going to do 2 pages. I've got a little bit of damage here. For anyone who watched last week, I knocked my candle over a bit and spilt some wax onto some of the pages. Look, as you can see, a few of them have got a bit of wax damage. However, it's not terrible. Everything can be saved, you know. That can be covered up or left, depending on how the mood takes me. Because as you can see, look, they've gone a bit translucent in those places and kind of vellum-y. And so, who knows, I might even spread that out with more wax. I don't know yet. But this is the page I've chose today. I chose the page with my little try at eco dyeing because fantastic week. Started off really bad, went the new bipolar group. It was rubbish. I didn't even stay till the end. Really didn't like it. It was supposed to be dealing with social anxiety, and I thought I'd prefer to have my social anxiety than to be there. So that's the end of that. However, to cheer me up, Jamie's had a couple of days off work this week anyway, and so to cheer me up, we went out for the day on Wednesday, and we went to the Natural History Museum and to the Victoria and Albert Design Museum. Oh, it was so fantastic. I loved it. And so I've got a few bits and bobs here that I brought home. This is fantastic. This is exclusive from the Victoria and Albert archives, and it's 42 little 2.5 by 2.5 inch pieces of all these different fabrics, and I just fell in love. So yeah, I had to get them. Got a couple of postcards. That one's from the Natural History, that one's from the V&A, and so I thought I could do something with those. But first of all, look at this. This is one of the guides that I picked up for free at the V&A, and we saw this rug while we was in there, and it's absolutely beautiful. And when I noticed that it was in this free guide to different pieces, I thought, I've got to have that, and I need to use that today because, yeah, I just fell in love with it. So we'll wind the book out of the way, and I'll grab my little glass plate that I've got some glue stuck to. That's it. And I just want to see, sorry, that was a bit of plastic. Yeah, they're about the same length, so I think, right, I'm just going to rip it out first, and I think I'll come down like that. Yeah, I fell in love. We had such a brilliant time. It was wonderful. We walked around the Natural History Museum first. I haven't been there since my kids was little, and it was the same for Jamie. He ain't been there for years. And then, yeah, to go there as adults and looking around and have all the time in the world that we wanted, it was fantastic. And then we went and had a lovely lunch, and then after that we went to the Victoria and Albert for the rest of the afternoon, and we said we're going to go back up there again in the summer or in the spring, just when the weather's a bit warmer, because there was loads in the V&A that we didn't see because it's so huge, and everywhere you want to read the history of the things. You don't just want to be looking at something and strolling on by, because it's too cool. So I wanted to read every single thing, notice for every single piece that was on display, and so yeah, it took us quite a while getting around, but we was really enjoying ourselves. And then someone came up to us and said to us, the museum's closing in 15 minutes, can you start leaving? And so we had to come away. But yeah, we definitely want to go again because it was fabulous. So I'm really excited to be using these pieces that I picked up from the museum, because yeah, we had a blast. It was wicked at both of them, especially the V&A for me. Well, and for Jamie, he loved it just as much as I did. So yeah, it was super cool. So anyway, I wonder how you all have been. I hope you've all been well. That's going to overhang a little bit. And that you've had a good week too. I can't believe it's the end of January, and now, well, now I'm filming this on Sunday. It's the beginning of Feb already. It just seems to have flown by. But yeah, here we are. And so yeah, I hope everybody's doing well, and that you've had a lovely week too. I'd like to know, let me know in the comments below what you've all been up to. I've just said goodbye to my grandchildren. And my daughters, they've just left to go home to get ready for school in the morning and to just get bathed and ready for bed. So yeah, we've had a lovely weekend as well. So yeah, my week just was fabulous from start to finish. Well, from second start to finish. The first start, when I went to that group on Tuesday, oh, it was awful. It was really not my thing at all. Oh, I love that on that page. That looks fabulous. I really like that. So yeah, it just, you know, when you know from the start that actually this isn't going to be my happy place at all. Don't want to stay. It's making me feel more anxious, making me feel uncomfortable, hot, breathless, you know, the usual panic attack style thing. And I thought, I'm not putting myself through this. I'd already made the decision before I went that I would give it a try, and that it wasn't set in stone, that I had to put myself through things that just make me uncomfortable, you know, when I've been doing fine without anything like that. But I thought, I'll go and I'll see, and if it's just only mild discomfort, which I would always get in any new social situation, then I thought, I don't mind. I'll sort of work through it, do what I'm there for, and I'll get better. However, when I just got there and straight away I just knew this isn't for me, I gave it as long as I could, and then yeah, I thought, no, I am not going to torture myself doing this, and so I didn't, and it was liberating. By the time I got back, I went straight from there to Jamie, and I felt so much better and so much more relieved that, yeah, it's made the rest of my week brilliant. So yeah, after that, I'm just going to say, I'm going to use some sheet music here as well, because there was quite a lot of sheet music and stuff, and musical instruments on display at the Victoria and Albert, and yeah, dating back, like really ancient stuff, you know, and the paper, like there was in glass cases, the paper was like so like brittle and that, and but thick it looked, some of them, and then some of them looked really thin, and yeah, the whole time I was enjoying myself to the max, but like just in awe, especially of like the fabrics and like the different books, like with the book pages. Anyone that makes journals or does crafting where you use those kind of things would just have fell in love as much as I did. So yeah, it was just brilliant. I loved it. But yeah, that's why I wanted to use a bit of sheet music, because there was quite a lot on show there. I think I'm going to come up a bit though, because I'm going to have a pocket down here, and I might bring in a bit of colour to there as well, because I've got a few other things that will be a bit bright and cheerful, so I might do a few splodges. I've had a little idea in my head. I'll just wipe this off first. Sorry for the rustling. But yeah, I've had a little idea of decorating the backs of a couple of the postcards I bought, because then I can, like, it's just bringing a bit of art and design into my own thing and into the postcards that I've bought, which is where I will journal on this week. I'll journal on the back of the couple of postcards that I use on this spread, so it's perfect. But yeah, I just want to zhuzh them up a bit, so I'm going to just grab some water to spray and I will be right back. Right, so I've got my water. I think I will do those 2 postcards as well while I've got this out. So what I thought was, I've just put some Distress Oxide straight onto the glass, and then I've got one of my stamp platforms, plastics, whatever I would call it, stamp block, that's it. I've got one of my stamp blocks, and I just wanna get some ink splattered around. Right, that'll do on that one. I'm getting a bit crazy. But yeah, I had the most beautiful time after I decided that I wasn't going to punish myself for feeling uncomfortable somewhere when I do have social anxiety, and I do often struggle, you know. I'm not going to beat myself up over that anymore. And after thinking that way, I tell you what, it's been like really good therapy for me, because now I feel so much better. I'm so much more upbeat. I'm so much more feeling like I'm in control, and that's a big thing. Right, I'm going to dry these off a little bit, and then I will be right back. Right, so I like the way they're looking so far, but I'm going to do it again with another colour. So get a nice lot of purple, well, of Seedless Preserves it's called, but yeah, I like that nice pinky purple. Nice bit of water, and then we go again. Right. And a bit round here, right. And then, oh, it's hard to pick back up again when the water is gripping it. Right, there. Sometimes these come out better than others, you know. Sometimes it's a bit hit and miss. Right, there, and there. But I just thought it just gives me different to just the plain white surface to write upon when I've finished putting these pages together. Right, we'll just go a little bit mad again on here. Right, I'm going to dry these off again, and then I will be right back. Thank you. Okay, so that's what we're left with. And so I can still journal on there and there, and yeah, so I think they're pretty cool. So I'll just put them to the side. I'll bring them back in a sec. And where was we? There we are. Right. And I wanted that there because I'm going to have a pocket going across here. So yeah, I'm just going to glue that down. It's quite bright in contrast to these very neutral muted colours, but yeah, I feel like having some nice bright colours this week because that's how I feel, nice and bright and bubbly. So yeah, it's just a reflection of my mood, which I find really important when I'm journaling. especially when I can go back and look at how I felt and why, and how that was projected onto the page. So, what else have I got? Right, I cut out the Natural History Museum and the V&A logos because I thought they would be a good idea to use on the page. Where am I going to have it? There or there, or like that. I might have it like that. I think what I'll do, I'm going to round these corners first. If it will let me. It still didn't want to go. Right. What is it with this paper? Right. So, yeah, I might have that on that side. I'm not too sure at the minute. I know I wanted 2 pockets, or either a pocket and a tuck for my postcards, but I'm not sure where. I know I've only got either one page or the other. It shouldn't be that difficult of a decision, but I think I want this one down here because I could probably just use that as a tuck and then stick the postcard from the V&A in like that. I think that would be fine. But I wanted to use a bit of that fabric. I've already got a little bit off and frayed it. And I thought I'd like it just hanging off the page a little bit. Maybe like that, just poking out of the corner with that sitting on top. I think that might look quite nice. I think I'll round that corner though. And just ink that. And yeah, I really was, even though these are tiny little pieces of fabric, I was really excited to get them, and like thinking of all the things I could do with them, because yeah, they're so beautiful, and yeah, there's 42 and they're all different, so that was really exciting for me. Not as excited for Jamie, watching me in the gift shop getting excited about little pieces of fabric and how many postcards I could fit into my handbag before I had to buy another bag. But yeah, it was all good fun. We both enjoyed the day out. But yeah, we had a lovely time. And so I don't want to glue that corner. Right, I have to double check myself when doing that, because the times I've thought, oh yeah, we'll stick it down and just have one bit left unglued, and that ends up the bit that I glue, and yeah, that's a real pain in the bottom. But yeah, I've done that so many times. I suppose everyone does, because a lot of the time when you're crafting like this, you're sort of on one thing, but your brain's already thinking, right, well, if I put that in there, shall I have that there and do this with this and that with that? You know? And yeah, once you start doing that, that's when, well, for me, that's when it sort of goes a little bit wrong. And yeah, so I try and sort of remind myself, stay calm and don't get too overexcited, and hold the corner that you don't want to glue. They're the 3 things I try and tell myself. Right, now I think I'm going to try and punch a hole in here. Now, I always worry when it's not something that I would normally punch a hole in, just in case it don't do it properly. Like that. Oh, it did do it a bit. It done it enough. Right. Okay, let's get rid of that bit. Right, sorry if I just leant right over with my head in the way. I don't know if I did or didn't, but yeah, I apologise if I did. Right, because yeah, I've got a couple of things I wanted to put dangling on the page or off the page, whatever way you want to look at it. So yeah, let's get this in here. Right. Right, a big squeeze that I find that difficult as well. Okay, that's not perfect, but I thought I'd have a little bell on this pin. I've got these lovely little pins from my friend Denise, and yeah, oh that's nice, I like that already. And I did want something dangling over here somewhere, but I'll come back to that because I'm not ready. Right, so that is going to be our tuck for this lovely postcard that I'm going to journal on. So that will sit there. I've got a couple of pictures. A picture of me and Jamie. We could sort of be there a bit. It don't matter that we're hidden by that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Do I want to back that with anything? I'm not sure. Right, that's kind of, I think I've got to back this onto something else because it's kind of like melting away unless I have it down here. Oh, that could be a plan. Yeah, because as soon as it's getting anywhere near here, you see it's getting lost in the similar colours. So there might be an idea. Although that could be part of the pocket. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Right, so I'm going to grab a little bit of scrapbook paper, I think, to make this pocket. Right, I'm so excited to open my 12x12 V&A scrapbooking paper. Oh, I'm so excited. Right, let's get in there. I haven't even looked at this properly, so there's a lot. Right, I don't want to be here all year, do I? We'll have a quick flick showing you the different designs. Oh, they are beautiful. Oh, look at that. Oh, I might use that one. Oh, that's really nice though. Right. And that. Okay, right, so you don't want to hear me sitting procrastinating for the next hour. Right. No. Have I got anything pinky or yellowy, orangey? No. I could bring out the green or yellow there. So yeah, I'm back to that again. All that green. It's nice and bright. I think I'm going with this one. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. The colours are all sort of at odds with one another, but I don't mind that because, yeah, I saw so many different things on the day, so many different styles and designs and items that, yeah, it just blew me away. Right, what's my width that I need? Maybe there. And so yeah, I got really overexcited and just enjoyed myself to the max. But oh, looking at like the ancient clothing and the work that went into it all, and just like their household items, obviously of the very, very rich, different like countries, royalty. A lot of their like the bed or their sideboard and things like that, cabinet, tables, that had so much work gone into them, and you think they didn't have modern day tools, and you think, God, that must have took them forever, like years, to make some of these things. They were so wonderful. Right, yeah, I think that's nice. That can sit on that pocket, yes. I've talked myself into that, and I'm quite happy with that decision. So, we'll just glue around the edge. And have that in that corner. Right. Just a nice pocket for my other postcards. That will be my journaling spot along with that one. I think then once I've got those on the page, I'll know where I want my picture. Or I've got another picture that came out a little bit blurry, and really, well, one half was really blurry, the bit that had half of Jamie's head in. And so because it was only half his head, I cut it off. And so there's just me left on that bit, but that's a bit blurred compared to this one. So, right, I'm going to have my other postcard in there from the Natural History Museum. I might have us two up here, and then I'll move me out of the way. What else have I got? Oh, I've got some more fabric. I might have another piece of fabric. I've got the bus ticket. That's not really that important. Train ticket, rather. I'll stick us in next. Somewhere I've got to write week 5, so I mustn't forget that. Otherwise I don't want to be looking back and never knowing when any of these things was, because although I write and record my feelings and that on these cards or journaling cards, tags, anything that I make to put in each week, I record what I'm doing and where I'm going and those kind of things in a journal, a bullet journal, and then I also write in another journal again. And so yeah, it's nice to be able to look on this week and then look at what I was actually scheduled in to do and know that it made me feel good like this, you know, or bad like last week. So yeah, that really helps me. I think I might write week 5 there, I'm not sure. Fancy having another little, I could now use some more green to tie in with that. That's nice. That is nice. That's very similar. Or that one's is as well. Oh, decisions. Okay. I think maybe this one. No, that one's got a butterfly on it, and there's butterflies there. I think I'll use that one. But it's got to be on its side like that, because I want it to wrap around the page. And so I've got 2 pieces of fabric here. What's that one? Oh, something different. Yeah, because I want this. I don't really want it that way up. No, I'll use the other piece. I think that bit. Yeah, I don't like. I know these are on their side, but this is removable. Didn't really like the look of the other one on its side. I think I want that poking up like a bit of a tab, like that, because I wanted to punch that as well and have something dangling off that bit. So I'll turn us round. I I don't know whether I'm doing this the right way round or not, or whether I'm doing it the wrong way round. Only time will tell. I'm sorry if you can't see this on camera, I don't know the angle. I'm just trying to get some glue all over this piece of fabric, and then I've got more over my finger, I think, than I've got on the actual fabric. Right, just pull it on, that's it. Right, yeah, I'm doing this all the weird way round, aren't I? Sometimes I do make things difficult for myself, without meaning to. I'm just looking for something to wipe my hands on. Okay, right. Yeah, it's not great. Right, a bit more. Right, we're going to try and punch hole in it. It's not going to work properly, I know it's not. Oh, don't be so pessimistic. Right. No, I didn't. I felt that just push it about. I'm just going to snip that. Right. Sorry for the clunking. I was just putting back my scissors. Right, any colour will do. Oh, yeah, this, I feel like I might have messed this corner up a bit. Oh, no, I'm sure once the eyelet is closed on itself properly, it'll come out okay. Right, I don't sound that enthusiastic, do I? Right, these are such hard work for me. Right, oh, that's not so bad. Right, and the reason I did that is because I had a look through my little charms, and oh, look at the state of my hands, all covered. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little tree. I might have to be down in the light a bit. It's a little tree, and yeah, I think it's really cool. Right, so sorry, my camera just cut out, so I just closed the jump ring there onto the little eyelet, and I've got a little tree dangling, which for the Natural History Museum, I think that ties in really well. Right, so when the postcards are out, not a lot there. Don't know what I've done for my bus ticket. Oh, here it is, my train ticket. Don't really think that this needs a place on here. We know we got the train there, we do it all the time, get trains places. I don't really think I need this. I'm still undecided. I've just said that, and then I'm thinking, oh, shall I? I could dirty it up a little bit, I guess, couldn't I? If I knew what I did, oh, here it is, with this. Let's see what it looks like, a bit muddied. Let's get some more ink and just make the sides really black or really brown. Right, let's see. I suppose they're all part of the day, and there's orange there and there. I could stick it like that, so it looks like it's just poking out when I take the postcards out. And then that is a reminder as well of when we actually went, because the travel card for the day has got the date on, hasn't it? Right, I've got glue stuck around the top. But yeah, I have done stuff with the kids this weekend, never fear. No, I haven't left them out. I did stuff like, obviously we couldn't take them, we went on a school day to this, like on a weekday, so it's nice and quiet, just me and Jamie. But yeah, I've done stuff with the kids over the weekend. We've been playing, we've made some pom-pom pets. Oh, I can't see any up here at the minute. They might have took them home. But yeah, we made some little pom-pom pets. They was cute. I was going to do that lower down, wasn't I? Oh, well, I haven't. That's alright. It's like that when that's in there. And this one just tucks here. And if I want to see myself, and if I don't. Right. What else did I want to do? I think that's probably about it. I'll just write what are we on? Week 5 we're on. I think I'll do it on this side, and I can write in that large gap there. Right. I don't want to lean on there. That's got like a kind of stipply feeling to the glass, so I don't want to write on that because it'll send the pen everywhere. Week 5 already. And here. That might be a little bit high. We'll come down a bit. Right, let's see how that sits on the page. Yeah, I quite like that. And I'll link around the edge. I may even do the same effect, just a little tiny bit though, with the Distress Oxide again, just to tie it all in after it's been inked around the edge. Yeah, I will. Right, I need to wipe this off then, and I'm only going to do a little bit this time, so poke them back in. I'll just wipe this off, and I need a little stamping block again. Oh no, just a tiny bit, and I just need to grab the water. Right, here we go. A little splodge. That one will do. I've gone over the word week though. Just give it a little tiny dry. It shouldn't take 1 second. That's it. Okay. And we'll do a little bit of, that's way too much. See, my brain says a little bit and my hands took no notice, because yeah, we just want the tiniest little bits, a little tiny bit there, a couple of splodges here and there. And down here. Right, that is probably going to be it. Okay, so that's where we're at, and I think I want that there, like that. Oh, I've really enjoyed this week. Well, I enjoy every week. This is one of my highlights. I really look forward to recording the ups and downs of my life each week. But yeah, loads of colour, some lovely postcards and little bits and fabrics that we all love. It's not just me, don't we? We all love a pretty fabric, and they feel so lovely. They really do. So yeah, I've got plenty of room again to journal, even though I've splattered them about and that. I really like that. So yeah, I've got room to journal. And yeah, me and Jamie. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention, in the background, that is the Natural History Museum in the background. Yeah, it's not a great picture, but yeah, that's where that is. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day now. I'm really pleased with how that turned out. I think it's a really good representation of our day with our postcards from each place. And yeah, I think my favourite bit is the image of this rug. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And yeah, having room to use my Victoria and Albert paper pad as well. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. So I hope that you've enjoyed it too. And I hope to see you all again very soon. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye for now.